There is no explanation in the paper, and I cannot just blindly pass this item, otherwise we'll be very irresponsible. That the government wants to do something about the vacant school premises. Some of them have actually been vacant for quite a long period of time. So what would be the future use of the school premises after renovation? Some of them may actually be substandard school premises, and after renovation, what would be it used for in the future?
I hope the government can offer an explanation. These have to do with two schools. One is a renovation of a vacant school premises in Wong Tai Sin district. It used to be a secondary school. The project estimate is 29.9 million, which is very close to 30 million. The second project is renovation of a vacant school premises in Kowloon City district, and this is the former Hong Ham government school or government primary school. So these are two relatively small schools. For the first project, the area of the school premises is only about 2,100 square meters, which is less than or lower than the standard of 3,950 square meters. And for the second project, the area is about 1,895 square meters, which is far lower than the standard as well. So these are these were two very old schools. But if after renovation, the school premises continue to be left vacant, it would be a waste of resources. So can you tell us more about their plans? On Sing Tao Daily, there was a report on the 6th of March saying that the former Nisio College would be reallocated for teaching use after renovation. Even after renovation, it will remain a very small school, which means the area which will still be substandard. If it is to be converted into a new school, we would be we will be having another substandard school. So what is the government's plan? Generally speaking, renovated vacant school premises would be allocated for school purposes. For the two vacant school premises in Wong Tai Sin and Kowloon City respectively, under the current arrangement, they would be allocated for school use again. The areas of these two premises are lower than new schools. We will publish the relevant information so that school sponsoring bodies can have access to such information, and if they are interested, they can bid for the premises. Normally, we will discuss in detail with the school sponsoring bodies. As for the renovation of the former Hong Ham government primary school, the area of the premises is only 1,895 square meters. And there's a huge difference between this and 7,000 square meters. We are spending just under $30 million for renovation, so this is not a redevelopment or rebuild. The 58-year-old premises would be renovated into a new school. I'm sure it would be taken up by a school sponsoring body. That means they are going to build a new school at the site. Why are we allowing this to happen? Lots of substandard schools were a thing of the past, but why are we creating new ones that are still substandard? there could be exceptional circumstances. For example, some schools might see only a very small number of students. We want to find out more about the problem because we don't want to see any more students studying in substandard schools. Who can take this question? Mr. Samuel Fan. We would examine the circumstances of different vacant school premises before we make them available through the allocation exercises. Like we said in our allocation exercise, we will make available details of the school premises for SSB consideration. The SSBs might consider the number of classes, student size, etc. The bigger issue is why would the Education Bureau make available such school premises for the SSBs? Do we have any expectations on new schools? This must be addressed by the Education Bureau. Mr. Fan, when examining each vacant school premises, we would consider whether they are fit for school premises, and area of the premises is one such factor. Some school premises might accommodate existing schools that are reprovisioned, and sometimes the premises are used for the expansion of other schools. So the SSBs would consider all these factors before deciding whether they would bid for these sites. Can you tell us more about the vetting progress? The vetting is underway, so I cannot disclose the information.